Hmm. Hmm. Hey everyone, so let me make sure I'm streaming. I am live for 30 seconds. Today, I am going to be playing, well, I already played today. I played Super Hot earlier, but I'm actually doing a second stream today. This is going to be a seated VR game on my gamepad. This is Thumper. So, there we go. Just putting in a little announcement for the folks arriving so they'll know what's going on. So, I've played this game on PSVR. I've played this game on Rift. It is amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's a very simple game. You basically only need one button to play it, but the visuals are super cool. It's basically a rhythm game. It depends a lot on the timing of your button presses. And I am just about ready. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. Let me just make sure I have summoned all my people. One moment. And okay, there we go. Good to go. Mm. Did I lose my... Oh my god, did I lose my HDMI connection? I have no visuals. What is going on? This is unacceptable. Vincent, again. Hey, thanks for making it to the double stream today. I need to restart my Oculus apparently because I have no video. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Thumper while I'm doing that. So Thumper, like I said, it came out first on PlayStation VR. In this game, it has a very bizarre kind of abstract or surreal art style where you take on the role of this weird alien beetle that's moving along a track. I think after reset, my visuals are going to be fine. I saw a little flash. Um, is it going to be fine? Is it working? I'll find out. If it's not, I'm going to have to pull the HDMI. Oh, there it goes. Good, good. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Where is my... Oh, there it is. No, it's frozen. Why is it frozen? I guess I have to restart the mirror. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna stream setup script. And toggle. There we go. And I'm moving. Hey Vincent, thanks for checking my audio and such. So I'm just going to jump into the game because actually this game is on sale right now. So if you like what you see, go buy it if you have a Rift or if you have a PSVR for that matter. It's an amazing game. I love it. And it's the kind of game that literally like almost anybody can play, especially anyone who likes rhythm games like Guitar Hero or whatever. I think they can really get into this. Thumper. Thumper is rhythmic violence, classic rhythm action, blistering speed, and brutal physicality. You are a space beetle, brave the hellish void, and confront a maniacal giant head from the future. If that sounds weird, it's because it is weird. It's very weird. This is from Drool. I'm going to turn up my volume a bit. Need to get proper volume for a rhythm game, you know? By the way, my fan's on in the background. Let me know if that gets too loud. Here we are in our space track. Let me reset our view. Make sure it's totally good. Okay. This one you always want to reset your view. Make sure you're front and center. Because I think it's really best played seated because It's a game where there's a lot of motion of the camera, and I mean, it's not going to make you sick most likely because you're moving along a smooth path with very gradual turns, kind of like a train track. And in the same way that you don't experience much acceleration on a train, you're probably not going to experience much in this app. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. All right, Thumper, let's go. I've already played one level. I'll make sure I can restart it. I go to gameplay here. HUD on. Do I want the HUD on for now? Yeah. Controls. Like I said, I'm playing with my Xbox One gamepad. I think for a game whose whole interface involves pressing a button, I think that is just fine. And, well, actually there's some stick movements as well. It's not literally just pressing one button. Video. Okay, I think I'm good. I think everything is fine. Alright, let's go. Welcome to the stream, JDM Resist. Is that how I say that? VR, MSAA, I have everything maxed out here because I can, because this is the Rift. And audio looks good. Let's go ahead and jump in. I'm gonna go back to level 1. This is the very start of the game. I've unlocked level 2. I haven't yet unlocked other levels. I finished level 1, but I'm gonna start over from level 1 so you guys can see it. Alright, here's our space beetle. We're just moving along a track. There's really no words to describe Thumper. It's a really weird game. You can move left and right, and you can press A to do this. Whenever one of those glowing things comes up, you have to press A right on it. Some of them are attacks. They will be shot back at the enemy down the track as soon as you hit A on them. This is also a game with where points matter a lot. The better you do it, the better you do everything, the more points you get. You can see I got S rank there. That's pretty good. I think that's the highest rank. It might not be the absolute highest. Oh shit. Okay, now in the beginning part, the track was totally straight, and all you had to do was press A. In this part, the track turns. You have to hold left and right and hit A when the track turns. I'm not sure who made this game, but the art style is just amazing. Like, it's hard to describe how amazing it is because, like, from your perspective, it's just like this weird stuff everywhere that you see on the screen. But from my perspective, I'm seeing this track, this 3D track, like coming right up to my face and then going way into the distance. It's like looking at train tracks in real life. And it's amazing to just have that perspective where this beetle feels like it's, oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. I lost my beetle shield, my beetle exoskeleton. And oh, I missed that one. So it really feels like this track is just racing right into my face all the time. Like I'm like, it feels a lot like if you're riding like a motorcycle down the road and you're like really low to the ground. Or if you're riding like a go-kart, that's what it feels like. If you're riding a go-kart down like a narrow road and everything's just flying by you super fast. So these creatures appear, and these creatures are like, they're like weird alien creatures, and they're like spitting the track out of their mouths, and you have to kill them in order to continue. It's really weird. And the track, like, it goes as far as you can see, pretty much. Like, there's never a moment when I can see it pop in. It just always feels like, oh shit, I have to hold it. Okay, that's better. Oh, my beetle's in trouble. Come on. Notice how the sounds when I hit those barriers are actually in time with the music. Actually, everything's in time with the music in this game. The glowing dots always appear on the beat, and the little barriers, they're like little 16th notes. So like everything is in time with the music. That's what makes it a rhythm game. And if you listen closely to the music, it actually does give you an advantage in this game because you know the exact moment when to press the button for best timing. Alright, B rank, not good, but I'll settle for that. Here the left and right parts start to get a little longer. Happy beetle. In this part, they start to combine them. So you have to... And they start to combine them faster and faster. This is a great example of tutorializing in a game. Almost no text appears other than the basic text explaining what controls to push to activate these things. And that only appears one time, and after that you just have to figure out everything else on your own, like how to combine them. And then they start building up these complex arrangements. And it starts to feel a lot more like all these elements are being integrated into a larger kind of musical arrangement instead of just being like isolated barriers. Look how... Part of the peril of this game is like you always want to kind of look ahead to see where the track is going. But whenever I do, I always lose track of what's going on right in front of me. It's kind of the same problem I have driving, where I'm like, I need to keep an eye on my speedometer, but also I need to not take my eyes off the road. Can't do both. Oh, I missed. Fuck. Okay, I gotta keep it together. I can do this. I've done this before, I know I can do it. At least I got perfect turns, that's something. C rank is not great, but as long as I'm surviving, that's what matters. If my beetle gets hit too many times, I make too many mistakes, my beetle will explode, and I'll have to redo the last section. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I'm fighting a boss and I'm already losing. There we go. Take that. Right in your alien mouth. Another thing I really love about this game is, especially on the Rift, the graphical quality is just insanely good. There's no visible aliasing in this game whatsoever. Not the slightest bit of flickering anywhere. everything flies by you at a full 90 frames a second all the time. Most people haven't even seen, like if you play on a monitor, most of you have never even seen a game at 90 frames a second. And when everything is flying by you at this high speed, it really just emphasizes that 90 frames a second so well. And it just, you can see these particles fly by, you can catch a glimpse of them, and it gives you this feeling of intense speed, like almost no other game in existence. Oh god, it's the alien head. This is trouble. This is big trouble. Holy shit. I like them more when they were just a mouth, not a whole head. Fuck. Better swallow that bullet. Alright, let's do it. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, I really hope I don't have to fight this thing twice. Oh good, I got my shield back. Alright, I can do this. God, look at all these rocks flying by me. Oh, I love everything about the visual design in this game. And the particle effects and the rays of light, everything is just beautiful. So beautiful. Did I kill it? I killed it! Take that, alien head. Beetle beats heads every time. So you can see some of those I did pretty well. Some of those I kind of messed it up pretty badly. So I have a lot of room for improvement. But I'm just going to continue straight on to level 2. I have no idea how many levels are actually in this game or if I can actually finish it tonight. After my earlier game, which was super hot, I really wanted to spend some time playing a game where I was not like jumping all over the place, where I was kind of just chilling in my chair, maybe something gamepad like this. And this is a great example of that. I do still have a Vive and PSVR. They are sitting under my desk. And they work fine. It's just, I have my lighthouses on my walls. They work fine. Most of the time, I just don't want to bother switching my setup. Also because the Rift is personally my favorite platform, although the Vive's also very good and comparable in many ways. It's pretty much just a matter of, once I have one thing set up, I don't want to bother setting up another thing if there's very little difference. Also, I'm kind of used to streaming the Rift by now. I have kind of all my scripts set up for it. I don't want to have to customize them for another system, but I do have my capture card for PSVR, and that works pretty well for streaming. So if a game comes out on PSVR that is not on Rift, I can always go back and just hook that up and do a stream for PSVR, and that's pretty easy. Usually I prefer Rift to PSVR, partly because the visual quality I think is better, partly because, oh shit. And the visual quality is mainly better just because my GPU and CPU in my PC are top notch, whereas obviously in a PS4 Pro I'm limited to whatever graphical power is inside the console, which is good, but not quite as good as a 1080 Ti. And the other reason is just because tracking on PSVR is not as good. I think this is universally acknowledged that tracking's usable, playable, but not as good as on a Rift or Vive. And it's just really annoying when I have tracking problems during a stream. Like, that's the last thing I want to be dealing with. My setup for my Rift is a room scale setup. It's really extensive. I have 4 sensors throughout the room. It works well. My PSVR has a single front-facing camera. I'm not even able to turn around. So I don't usually prefer it, even though it's a good system for the price. So most of the time I'm just going to be streaming Rift, and maybe Gear VR, maybe PSVR on occasion when it's something that's only available on that. And I do want to make sure that I stay aware of what's going on other platforms. I actually just got myself a Windows VR headset. It's sitting on the shelf over there. I believe it's an Acer. and I want to keep aware of all these systems. I want to make sure I'm developing for all these systems in my day job. Another one of these triangle things. But for the most part, it's just more convenient for me to do Rift most of the time. Okay. Oh god, I missed one. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Take that. Triangles are the angriest shape. That's a fact. This reminds me of a story. This is a weird story, but when I was a little kid, my dad had this... Oh god. My dad had this educational videotape. Am I replaying level 1, or is this level 2? This feels a lot like level 1, since it's teaching me to do these again. That's okay, I could use a replay of level 1. Just to build my skills. This is fine. Everything is fine. Oh, I love it when those tendrils just go out from the track and start going everywhere in random directions. I love everything about the aesthetic of this piece. It feels so alien, and yet, like, I feel like you develop so much affection and attachment for this little alien space beetle that has absolutely no resemblance to anything human or animal that we're familiar with. But it just, I want to pet it. I want to hug it. I love my space beetle. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, like, I care a lot about making... Oh shit. That's what I get for checking chat while I'm playing this game. Oh god. Okay. So, I care a lot about a diversity of VR platforms being out there. I think every platform is doing one thing well that no other platform is doing quite as well. I think the Vive has the best tracking right now. I think everyone's acknowledged that Lighthouse with only 2 sensors is still slightly better than Rift with 4 sensors and easier to set up. So I think it has that going for it, and it had tracking, it had full room scale tracking and full motion controllers like a year before the Rift. Maybe not a year, but at least 8 months or something. So that was an incredible feat, and that really pushed the state of the art in VR. And created a lot of room scale experiences, whereas before, I think Oculus was really focused on seated VR with a gamepad, which is what I'm doing right now, and there are great experiences with it. But if that had been what we were limited to a year after the Rift launched, I would have been pretty disappointed to not have stuff like Super Hot VR. Meanwhile, I think Oculus has done an incredible job with making, first of all, with costs for a premium PC VR system. It was on sale for $400 for a while. They've also, importantly, they've implemented a lot of software optimizations that allow you to run it on a much lower end machine than the Vive currently requires. You can run it on a machine, I think their min spec right now is a 1050 GPU, and that's incredibly cheap. I think it's no more than $100 or something. And you can get a full Rift compatible PC for well under $1,000, like $700 or $800, which is about as cheap as gaming PCs get, like, period. So I think they've done a lot to bring down the cost of VR. I get a little annoyed that with their sensor system, you have to plug all your sensors in the USB, and if you plug too many of them into the same USB controller, it gets upset, you have problems, and it can be finicky. And I'm sure they're going to work on that, but it can get pretty frustrating. I love the display on the Rift. I love the lenses. It has almost no discernible screen door effect. The visuals just look great, and the tracking is just like top notch, like, and the latency in particular, because they have really good motion prediction, and they have really good really good algorithms to transform the frame at the last millisecond of the frame to get it looking from exactly the perspective where your head is. And so the latency, the perceived latency of someone using the Rift is really, really low. Especially with asynchronous space warp, where you can actually compensate for lateral motion. And that's a technology only they have so far. So it definitely feels smoother and lower latency than almost any other system out there. I would say it's probably the most premium experience that exists in that respect, in terms of just the visual fidelity and the sense of low latency. And of course the touch controllers are basically the best motion controllers that exist for VR today. They're tracked really well, they feel good. I like how their batteries work. They have analog sticks. And we have another alien head. Okay. Let's take care of this guy. Meanwhile, PSVR, for people who already own a PSVR and do not have a gaming PC, which is a lot of people, it's a very compelling value proposition. They've gotten a lot of game development studios interested in developing for VR, who might not otherwise have been if it was only a PC thing. And so they have a lot of titles that have really good production values. Yes! Take that head out. One more alien head defeated. B rank. I can settle for a B. B's a passing grade. That's true. Vive can be tetherless. So there's a and it's been announced that this is coming to the Rift as well. That there's an add-on. I can't remember what it's called right now. Remind me, but there's an add-on, TPcast. That's it. TPcast is basically a thing that sticks. Well, I was replaying level 1. That was silly. At least I got a better score. TPcast is a thing that attaches to the top of your headset, and it completely replaces the cable. So I normally am hooked up to my PC by a long-ass cable, and this can be annoying because sometimes every time I play it gets twisted up because I'm always turning in circles, and I can trip on it, I can step over it, and especially if you're not aware of it, like if you're a new player, it can get you in a lot of trouble, and it always takes you out of the immersion a little bit, because you have to be conscious of it and be careful not to mess it up or pull it out or twist it up. So getting rid of the wire is definitely a priority. And TPcast actually does that on the Vive. You put it on top, it talks to a wireless transmitter that sends video from the PC to the Vive at extremely low... Oh shit, oh shit. What the fuck are those? Okay, I have to hold forward. Whoa, I have to fly over them. I didn't know my beetle can fly. Whoa. It's a flying beetle. Okay. Did you see that? That was awesome. Okay. I got a C rank, but I learned how to do it. So I've seen video, I think it was from Upload VR or Road to VR, where they did a test where they had an actual trained gymnast put on a Vive with TPcast and had him just like doing crazy flips and shit. And he was like doing backflips while he was playing this sword fighting game. And the whole time, the tracking kept going completely reliably with no noticeable glitches. And so it's... Oh shit. I'm gonna hurt my beetle so much. Oh shit. I'm sorry, beetle. I'm sorry. Oh. I didn't mean to hurt you. Okay, I'm gonna protect my beetle this time. I need to focus. I need to focus on protecting my little beetle. Oh shit. That wasn't right. Okay, I can do this. They're just adding more stuff all the time. Shit! Oh my god, level 2 is harder. Okay, I can handle this. So yeah, TPcast is amazing, and I'm sure there's going to be more wireless video products, more tetherless products to get people detached from their cords. And I am a big fan of that. I think wireless is going to be a killer feature for the next generation, along with other things like eye tracking. And they've actually already announced that TPcast is coming to the Rift as well. So when it does, I'm going to get it. I'm going to try it out. I'm not yet sure if there are going to be any unpleasant side effects that might be a problem. So I may or may not leave it on as a permanent thing. But if it turns out to be good, I might. It does have a limited battery life, of course. So if I'm playing for super long sessions, I might plug back into the wire. Come on, Beetle. Hang in there. I'm gonna get you your shell back. Every time my Beetle gets hurt, I feel so bad. Beetles deserve love and care and tenderness, even if they are from outer space. Shit. So notice how everything is being put together now, and these, you can hear how all these little obstacles are fitting into the music. The little dots are the beats. These are all like percussion in the song. Every time I hit one of the walls, it's like a sliding percussion sound. Whoa, those were some big curves. And these little guys, they're like little drum beats. Like everything fits into the music of the song. It's the percussion, it makes the rhythm. Everything fits together. And so as the song gets faster, as it gets more complicated, the track also gets more complicated. That's what this game is all about. You're basically helping the alien space beetle compose some awesome music, while also fighting alien space heads and triangles, evil triangles. It's impossible to, like, this is one of those games, like, oh shit, I'm sorry, Space Beetle. I'm so sorry. Fuck. I know you're angry, but I'm gonna work harder this time. This is one of those games, like if you had to explain, like, you probably heard the joke, like if you had to explain Mario Brothers to someone who had never played it and never heard of it, it'd be like, well, you're a plumber and you jump on mushrooms and you go down pipes and fight turtles who breathe fire. It's like, what? And that's what I feel like this game is like. Like, it's like you're an alien space beetle going down a roller coaster track and you fight giant alien triangles. And it's like, nothing about this makes sense, but it's beautiful and it feels good. And that's what matters. I wouldn't say this is like a hardcore rhythm game. Like, I've played some like really hardcore rhythm games, like the Japanese ones that they don't even bother importing for Americans. The ones you need like a special arcade console to play. And those are super intense. I think it was Beatmania, something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was called. But those are like, those games are incredibly difficult, and you have to play at a really intense, really fast pace. And you have to constantly be moving in these really complex patterns, and like on those games, like the Japanese market is so used to extreme difficulty in their rhythm games that I couldn't get beyond like maybe the first 2 beginner songs in those games. In the American market, we take it a little bit easier with our rhythm games. We usually chill it down a notch. So I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a while for this game to get to a point where it's actually like really difficult for me. Which is fine, because I don't want my little beetle friend to get hurt. But eventually I'm going to be in big trouble. What is going on? Why is nothing happening? I'm getting worried. Why would they give me a big break? Oh, right, because they were going to hit me with something fast right after. I think I'm supposed to be hitting all of those, after I jump over a jump section, I think I'm supposed to be hitting all of those rings that come right after. Shit, that was not right. Fuck! Here I am, like, bragging, like, oh, this just hasn't gotten hard for me yet. And then I immediately die. I was asking for that. Fuck! This game gets intense in a hurry. Fuck! My beetle. Even when it explodes, it looks beautiful. I hate to say that. I hate to say that my poor space beetle dying looks amazing. But it does. Did you see those particle effects? It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Alright, let's do it. Alright, I think I got the groove. Let's go. Okay. I'm on track. I can do this. This whole dimension just freaks me out. I got A rank on that one. That ain't bad. I think you get S rank if you do it either perfectly or like almost perfectly. And A rank is if you just like make a few mistakes. Come on, you can do it. I should give my space beetle a name. Do you guys want to help come up with a name for my space beetle? I figure since it's an alien space beetle, I need some kind of cool, like, alien name. Maybe one with weird letters in it. Or maybe I'll just give it a super normal name, like... Or maybe I'll give it a name people give their pets. Like Fluffy. I don't know. What do you think? What's a good name for my space beetle? Oh, I hate it when I miss the blue one right before the barriers. So I'm pretty sure if you don't get the blue dot right before the barriers, then they like... Then you don't get points for them, or they hurt you, or something like that. I'm not totally clear on how the scoring system works, to be honest. I just know that if I do not... No. I know if I don't keep up with everything, I eventually die, but I don't know how to actually maximize my score. Oh, that hurts. Fuck! Hang in there. Hang in there, beetle friend. I got you. No! Why am I so bad? Hey, Rainbow! Should I call you Rainbow or Rainbow Muffin, or what should I call you? Also, tell me what I should call my beetle. I'm trying to name my space beetle, but nobody has any good ideas for names. Fuck. I just lost my outer shell. And I exploded again. I'm not doing a good job of taking care of my beetle. Betty. That works. I'll go for that. Betty the Space Beetle. That'll be her name. I'm not sure if space beetles have genders, but we will call her Betty. Oh shit. That's what I get for reading chat. Instant death. That's what Rivet games are like. They're merciless. You cannot look away for a single second. That's one of the weird things about this game is most VR games, they encourage you to look around at the surrounding environment at least some of the time, even if they have you primarily focused in front. But this game, like, you must not ever look away from directly in front of you, or you are dead. You are super dead. So I think the main thing that... Oh shit! Oh, that's a bad way to die. Hitting the spikes. Hey Larry. But this is a good example of how different experiences get different benefits from VR. Like in Super Hot, you really benefited from the physicality of VR and how you could use your whole body in VR. In this game, you really benefit from the speed, the high refresh rate, the stereoscopy where things just seem to come into your face. Like, you could play this game on a monitor, but you would not have the same sense of... Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Betty. Okay, I'll try harder. So, this game doesn't really benefit so much from the 360-degree tracking, because you're mostly holding your head still. It benefits more from the stereoscopy, from the sense of speed and the high refresh rate, and from the sense of being immersed in this world. How this weird alien environment is like surrounding you, and it's all you can see. And it makes you feel like you're lost in some kind of deep space, abstract alien dimension. So every experience gets something different out of VR, and it's important to remember that just because a game seems like it's a bad match for VR initially because it doesn't take advantage of some aspect of VR, like for example the 360-degree tracking, doesn't mean it's not a good fit for VR. It really just means they have to be creative about figuring out what they get out of it. Oh god. Okay, Betty is having a lot of pain because I'm not focusing properly. So this time, we're gonna do it. This is getting harder and harder. Look at all those tendrils waving. Like, even though you're looking straight ahead, this is still a 90 to 100 degree field of view. Oh god. Betty, I'm sorry. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. This is only level 212. I shouldn't get stuck on the second chapter. And the fact that you still have that wide field of view means that, like, all those tendrils waving along the edge, like, I am aware of them. I'm not looking directly at them. They're not in my phobia. But that motion, I am very, very much aware of. And it definitely affects the alien feeling that I get from just soaring through this dimension. Oh, I let go too soon. Okay, let's do this. You and me, Betty. We can handle this. I know. I'll try harder. You're the best space beetle I know. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it, Betty. Fuck! You lost your cover. It's okay, we'll get it back. We'll get it back. Hang in there. Fuck! Oh my god. We could do this. I'm not giving up. I'm never giving up. Never give up. Never surrender. Let's do it. Let's do it. All the way through. Right on the beat. Fuck! This is getting faster. Is it just me or is this getting faster? I forgot to hold the button. Okay, that was my fault. That was not you, Betty. That was me. I'll do better this time. I'm not giving up. I would never give up on my favorite beetle. I'm the only one who believes in you. Just kidding. We all believe in you. Everyone who's watching believes in you. I wonder if, like, is this space beetle... I wonder what the lore is behind this. Was this space beetle created specifically to traverse this alien track? Or does she just happen to have that form? Fuck. Okay, I can do this. I swear to God I can do this. It just takes practice. The thing with rhythm games, they're all about practice. All about doing it over and over until you've got every bit of the track memorized. And you can do it with your eyes closed. I bet someone's gonna do like a blind playthrough of this game. Meaning like literally blind, like blindfolded. That would be amazing. Alright, I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Woo! I finally got past that section. Finally. You and me, Betty, we did it. Now let's kill the— oh my god, what the fuck was that? Shit's about to get real, folks. I'm fighting a circle now. Triangles I can handle. This is different. This is different. This is a circle. Okay. Oh my god, look at that thing. It kind of reminds me of a CD-ROM, like the old CD-ROM logo. But the old CD-ROM logo definitely did not have terrifying tentacles spiraling around it. Okay, let's do it. This is the boss of the chapter. I'm not afraid of no circle. Think you're so good with your 360 degrees, your 2 pi radians? I don't give a fuck. Come on, give me your worst. What do you think you are, some kind of spirograph? Your spiraling tentacles? I'll show you. I'll show you what I think of round shapes. My beetle's not round, it's just kind of in a slightly curved shape. It's in a regular shape. I tire of your purity and your symmetry. You're going down. You're not even three-dimensional. I've met Tauruses. You're not a Taurus. You're not a life preserver. You're just a circle with a hole in it. You're not even three-dimensional. You should be ashamed. Let's do it. Okay, just about got it. Just need one more attack. Give me an attack. Come on. There. Boom. Is that it? Oh shit, there's more. Okay. Oh. This is so actually terrifying. This feels like some kind of horrible geometric eldritch abomination. Like Cthulhu, except I did it! I did it! The circle is dead. At last. Our angular shapes will be reclaimed. Let's get out of here. Is this the end of the chapter? Or was that just a partial boss? Was that a mini boss? Or was that the actual chapter boss? I guess we'll find out. Is this some kind of escape sequence? Oh god. Come on. I guess there's more. That wasn't the end of the chapter. That was just a mini boss. If a circle's just a mini boss, what is the boss gonna be like? Oh my god. It could be some even more horrible geometry. Alright. Come on, Betty. We can't be afraid of no geometric abomination. We can handle this. No fear. Straight down the space tunnel. The speed is absolutely ridiculous. I lied a bit when I said that you can't see the track pop in. You actually see the track kind of draw in. It kind of does a thing where the track... Oh god. Sorry, Betty. Fuck. You can't see the track draw in. Like you see it extending itself gradually. It's not like it doesn't look like a glitch or a technical limitation. They actually do it really smoothly. Like, I feel like that's the definition of this game, is smooth. Everything is absolutely smooth. There are no hard edges in this game. There is nothing that sticks out. Everything is just perfect. Like, if someone told me there were no bugs in this game whatsoever, because it was just so minimalist and perfect, I would totally believe them. There's, like, it's so polished. There's nothing. I've never ever seen a game quite as polished as this one. It just feels so high quality. It feels like when you go to buy something really fancy, the kind of thing where like they've just designed the hell out of it and they've worked out all the kinks and it's just all ready for you. And there's nothing that can go wrong. That's what this game is all about. Okay, let's go. Oh, I missed the last one. That's too bad. That's fine. Okay, let's do it. Oh god. I pressed the wrong way. So many walls! Fuck. Walls are terrifying because they're one of the few things that involves the control stick. So you really have to be ready to move that control stick when walls come up. I think the only other thing that involves the control stick is the flying. The walls are also scary because they just make this really cacophonous sound when you scratch along them. It's almost like, I don't know how to describe it. Ooh, perfect turns. A rank. That's not terrible. Okay, I get a little respite here between these levels. I get to chill. Look around a little bit. Remember that I'm trapped in a horrible alien abstract dimension with no hope of escape. And then I get to go back to playing and seeing my friends suffer. Life is great. Okay, let's do this. You and me, Betty, we can handle it. Come on, come on. I think I'm supposed to jump on those ones that have the rings, so I was messing that up. Boom. No problem. Perfect. Okay. I feel like I'm approaching the end of the chapter now. It can't be far. What's going on? I've never seen this kind of thing before. I've got like triangles with like polygons going on around me. Okay. Almost there. There we go. Okay, what's remaining? Oh, how can this level be so long? I did not anticipate how intense this would be. Like, I had only played level 1 up until now, and I thought it was going to be a gradual ramp up in difficulty, but this is not gradual. This is not gradual. Fuck. Hang in there, Betty. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you healed up. There you go. There you go. Okay. We're good. Okay. I can do it. Just gotta listen to the music. Gotta be one with the music. I keep messing up those ones with the ring. Fuck. Okay. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a talk by John. Oh shit, Betty. I'm so sorry. Level 220. Jesus, have you ever seen levels in a game with this many sub-levels? Like, Mario had just 4 sub-levels in each level. This one's got like, what, 30? 40? This is not acceptable. So if you've ever heard a talk by John Carmack is the CTO at Oculus, and he's a legendary game developer. And he's always been... Oh shit, Betty, I'm sorry. Oh, it's so hard to focus on 2 things. But it's okay, we can do this. So he's a legendary game developer. He was on the original Doom. He worked on a lot of really important projects and came up with a lot of important innovations. And now they've got him working primarily on mobile VR, because that's what he wanted to work on, because he figured it would have the most impact. And I think he's right in the long run. But one of the things he used to do these app reviews where he would play people's VR games, and then he would decide what he thought was bad about them and good about them, and he would then make those public so that all developers could read them, which was an incredibly generous service for the community. And the main point I'm coming to is that his one real bugbear that he hates more than anything is aliasing. Aliasing, if you're not familiar, is that thing in games, especially when you're running at low resolution, where textures seem to sparkle as you make slight movements. They might also appear along edges. Boom. Perfect turns times 6. Not bad. Final boss. Level 2 Omega. I didn't know there was an Omega level. I'm not prepared for this. Anyway, what I was coming to say is this game, as far as I can tell, is one of the only VR games I've ever seen that has 0 aliasing. Nowhere in the game does it have aliasing. And it's actually amazing. Like, to pull that off consistently in a title is... most VR developers will know that's a big challenge. And it really does... Oh, shit! It really does. It makes the whole experience feel just higher resolution, feel smoother, feel less jaggy, feel less weird. And that's part of what makes the visual appeal of this game as strong as it is. This is out of control. The reason, oh my god, the reason that's so hard to fix aliasing in general is because, first of all, anytime you have a texture that has mid-maps disabled and is too high resolution for where it's being viewed, that will show up with aliasing. And that's really easy to do because mid-maps have a performance penalty, so people often turn them off when they think they're not necessary, but then there's always a situation where they don't have quite the right resolution. And then you... Oh shit! Betty, you're getting destroyed by alien face. We can handle the Omega face. We can do it. Come on. I believe in you. Fuck! I was flying right into that wall. Oh, and I missed the bullet. Okay, I have to try harder. Fuck! Every single time when I hit that, when I fly over those spikes and then immediately hit the wall, I just die. I need to get used to that. Did it again. Okay, next time. Next time I'm gonna get it. There, I did it. I did it. Excellent. Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't like that, did you? In a way, I'm kind of disappointed that we're facing Giant Alien Head again, although Giant Alien Head is a truly terrifying giant monster. I feel like I already defeated him. Although maybe he has new tricks up his sleeve for this fight. We'll find out very soon. What are these blue things floating around me? What are those two? Was that some kind of extra damage? Like some extra protection? I could always use a little extra protection. Boom! Take that! Right in the kisser. Oh yeah. I love how when I shoot into its mouth immediately, like all these rocks just fly out. Oh, no. 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 Okay. That's it. We can do it. I know how to do the thing now with the wall. Alright, let's kill this guy. Okay, I'm doing great so far. I think I can take him this time. Oh, look at that debris just flying out. Boom! I think I've done nearly perfect. This is really good. Come on, you motherfucker. I'm not afraid of you. Go! You could take your giant flaming eyes. Get out of here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Not doing so perfect anymore. Okay, I survived that part. Oh god. Oh god, it never ends. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye, Rainbow Muffin. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry I only caught your comment after you probably already left. Oops. I need to pay attention. The state of VR script and Carmel in the VR browser. So, I do know that WebVR has now gone public in the mainstream version of Firefox, which is a huge deal for WebVR. Oh shit. So I feel like we're very soon going to start seeing a lot of more serious WebVR projects, like major WebVR products with full experiences or full interfaces. For example, I could imagine we're going to get some kind of online, like WebVR based, like ways to customize your car online, and you can like put yourself in the interior with WebVR. I think they're going to start doing that kind of thing. Likewise, I think some of the housing sites are going to start putting Matterport in WebVR so that you can start exploring houses and apartments without having to actually visit them. I think we're going to see a lot of that kind of really utilitarian, boom, take that. I think we're going to start seeing a lot of really utilitarian VR stuff in WebVR, and I think that's really exciting because VR games are amazing, but just like 3D graphics, the real potential does not lie only in games, it lies in tons of other applications. And the more applications we can spread it, that we can find for it, the more it'll have a permanent place in society, because gamers alone cannot sustain an entire VR industry, cannot spread it to every person. But once it becomes something that people use for socializing, for teleworking, for house hunting, for grocery shopping, for whatever, once it, like, when the internet was used for all those things, and not just for playing online games and looking up, like, encyclopedias or whatever, but it began to be used for all kinds of daily tasks, that's when it became an indelible part of society that everyone had to have. And I think it's going to be the same for VR. As it starts to become a part of all kinds of activities, all kinds of daily activities, both entertainment related and not, that people do every day, I think it's going to get to a point where everyone's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, Betty, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been fighting this guy for so long. I don't know if I could take him, but I can't give up hope. For my sake, for Betty's sake, I have to press on. Mobile phones are another great example. Like, originally they were mainly used for calls and texts and maybe a few phone-based games. But they really came into their own when people could, use Facebook on them, when they could use Google Talk on them, when they could Skype on them, FaceTime on them, like when they could do all that stuff. And when they could do maps and GPS, like it just got to the point where everything you're doing every day, there's always a reason to have your phone with you. And I think it's going to be the same with VR. Someday we're going to have our AR glasses that we wear all the time, and they're always going to be telling us something useful about our environment. And so we just always want to have them with us. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh god, that face is going to haunt my dreams tonight. Come on, come on. Another reason I really like WebVR is because, let's be honest, it's really difficult, comparatively speaking, for a new VR developer who's like, just getting into VR development, has never used Unity before, to build something that people can actually use and get it into Steam, get it into the Oculus store. That's a high bar. That's a high bar that usually only teams meet. I've rarely met an individual developer who could develop something that can get into the store, even if it's just early access. There are exceptions like Lunar Flight, like Technolust, but for the most part, it really requires a team to get that level of depth and quality that they expect for store submissions. With WebVR, on the other hand, like, you can have a WebVR experience that's a little 2-minute experience, and there's really not much to it, but it's still cool enough to share with your friends. Like, kind of like how Flash videos were in the old days, or how YouTube videos were in the old days, when you know, Charlie bit my finger and that kind of thing was up. They were just little videos people record at home that people enjoyed and spread. And I think it's going to be the same thing with WebVR, that people are going to just develop little experiences that are personally relevant or that strike some kind of chord with people that don't take very much development effort at all. And they're not going to ever go through the process and the frustration of submitting them to a full store. But they'll still be able to share them with the world, with anyone who wants. Oh my god, I did it! I did it! I did it! Take that! Take that, you fucking head! Oh yeah. Chapter 2 complete. B overall. A B overall. If I was in college, I would say good enough. So Vincent is noting that game consoles, like, they focus on game content, but they still have features for media consumption. And I think media consumption on certain VR platforms is a big deal. For example, on Gear VR, I think more than half of the usage is watching 360 videos, watching media in a virtual theater, things like that. Should I start level 3? I'm actually terrified now. I see. So if you look at the little icons, the rounded rectangle tells you you've unlocked it. The circle means it's not yet unlocked. So there must be at least nine full levels. That's a lot. If they're all as long as level 2 or longer, this could be really intense. Guys, I don't think I'm gonna finish Thumper tonight. I'm gonna start on level 3 at least. I can do this. I want to make progress. Here it goes. I hope they don't add a new obstacle. They're gonna add a new obstacle, aren't they? Aren't they? Another thing I really like about this game is this big emphasis on self-illumination. How all of the... Oh my god, what's that? Is that an octagon? That's a shape I didn't count on. Octagons are not cool. Oh shit, I can't get past it. How the fuck? It's a shield. Evil Triangle has a shield. This is bad news. Maybe I just have to keep firing at it? Oh fuck. Oh my god. This is not good. How can I possibly kill an evil triangle when it's protected by an evil octagon? Fuck! I don't like this. I don't like this. How do I do it? How do I deal with it? There must be some special move I have to do. Okay, I think I pressed down. Okay, I think I get it. I think I get it. As soon as I land, I have to press down plus A. And that's gonna do something special. That's the new special move. Oh, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. There! I destroyed the shield. I just used down plus A. And I can, when I hit one of the dots, I hit down plus A. I fire a pulse that can destroy the shield. And I did it wrong. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So this is my final move then, the shield destroyer. I'm coming for you, Octagon. You think you're telling me to stop with your octagonal shape, but I'm not stopping. I am unstoppable. I am a force that you cannot resist. Come on, Betty. Oh, I keep missing. I have to do it right on the beat. Right on the beat. Listen to the drums. Do it right on the beat. Come on. Come on, Betty. You listen to that music. You know what to do. Oh, I missed it again. Fuck. Ah. Okay, I can do this. Come on. Come on. Just has to be timed perfectly. I missed it again. For fuck's sake. I just gotta learn the move. Once I get it down, I'm gonna be a super pro at this. I just have to learn it. And I messed it up again. Okay. Okay. Oh, why is this move so hard? What is the right timing? It goes 3, 2, 1, and then I do it. There. That's the timing. It would suck if I did the timing right and then I missed the bullet afterwards. There. Take that, triangle. Oh god, it's back. The octagon's back. Okay, okay. At least things are getting more interesting. Ah, fucking octagons. Next time I go out driving, if I see an octagon, I'm wrecking that shit. I do not want to see another octagon. I'm gonna get out of my car, I'm gonna knock it down, I'm gonna destroy it. I'm not interested in Shapes of Fate sides. Okay, this time I have to do it without the prompt. At least there aren't spikes anymore. Okay. Ah, almost. Okay, let's try that one more time. I just have to hit down and A at the very moment I land. Come on. Ah, I missed it. Why do I keep missing it? This is unacceptable. Octagons need to die. That's the way it is. This is like that classic battle between the Autobots and the Octagons. There! Boom! Oh yeah. Oh, that triangle is looking bad. I think one more hit will do it in. If I could ever get this move right. This is a great example of tutorializing. Like, they only showed me one time how to do the move. And now, they're making me do it in different situations. So that I transfer the skill effectively. And then once I've done that, and they figure I've learned it, they're ready to use it in other situations. Alright, well I finished the first section of Chapter 3. So, that's a start. There's probably like 40 sections or something. Oh god, this music is intense. It's like war drums. This is getting terrifying. You hear that music? Those horns in the background? This is getting really terrifying. If you love this type of music, the kind of hard synth and techno music, then that's another reason you'll love this game, because you just hear it all the time and it's a deep integrated part of the gameplay. I love techno personally, but I tend to go for stuff a little on the softer side, like trance, less drum and bass, less of the harder stuff. But I still like the harder stuff. This is still good music. Jesus, this is fast. Okay. Section 2, over. Let's go. Today I got a Vornado 660 fan for my room. I love this fan because the way it works basically... Oh shit. Oh my god, I messed up that section so bad. Okay, I'm already on level 3-6. That's not bad. That is not bad. Once I got past the first section, the rest are not too bad. They're not using that new skill so much. The one I haven't mastered properly. So like I was saying, I got a Vornado 660, and this fan's a pretty special fan. Like, the way it works is it creates this really... Like, it's a relatively small fan. It's probably only like maybe 12 inches across. But it creates this really deep kind of little vortex of wind that goes maybe 10 to 15 feet into your room. And because it creates that really intense, narrow vortex, if you just aim it kind of across the room from one corner to the other, it will push that air across the room and start circulating all the air in the room. So all the air in the room starts moving gently around and you feel this breeze. And that helps a lot with gaming in VR, because my GPU is putting out tons of heat and I'm sitting right by my computer. But with the air in the room being mixed by the fan, all the other air in the room that's colder because it's not right by the computer is getting mixed with the warm air. So it's not warming up too quickly. Also, I have the breeze on my face and oh shit. On my face and on my body, and that's helping me to not get too warm here in the chair. So I'm a big fan of the Vornado. And I died again. I know! Octagons! They're everywhere! They're extremely dangerous, and nobody understands how bad they are. They're everywhere in the world. Think about it. Have you ever seen a traffic sign that was in every single country in the world, except for a stop sign? What does that say about the Octagons taking over society? Operating from the shadows, with their 8 sides, thinking they're superior to us. I got something to tell them. Not gonna tolerate their octagonalness any longer. I agree that it's unfortunate that some of the 360 media experiences have only come to Gear VR. I get why they have, because it's a much bigger market. There are a lot of examples of that. For example, there was a CNN live stream of the Eclipse recently. That was only on Gear VR. There are definitely some Felix and Paul pieces that have only come to Gear VR, I think. And it's a bigger market, so it's the one they tend to focus on first. But honestly, and to some extent things do look better in the Gear VR because it is a higher resolution screen. But I would really prefer to be viewing those videos on Rift because Gear VR drains my battery super fast and it's just a hassle to set them up and to download all the data, because you generally have to download the data for the video inside the app on Gear VR. And so you have to wait for it to download. And some of them, the good ones like Felix and Paul, actually use the Android download manager. So you can you can set your phone down and let it download. But you're still storing that video on your tiny ass SD card. No matter how big your SD card is, it's not as big as your hard drive. Betty, I'm sorry. Look, okay, I'm gonna pay more attention to you. I'm sorry I don't give you enough attention. So the point is, like, if we could download 360 videos to our hard drive on our PCs, we could have a lot more of them. We could watch them more easily without worrying about battery. And I generally prefer to watch videos that way. Also, PCs they tend to, like a PC can easily decode videos that have 6K resolution, which is higher than anything a Gear VR can decode today, as far as I know. Because phones are just limited in terms of video bitrate that they can decode, whereas PCs are a lot more powerful. So if you want to get absolute top-notch quality, some video that actually saturates the Rift's display. Like, there isn't any video out there that's saturating the Rift's display, the Vive's display, the Gear VR display. Right now, most video is still 4K at best. And 4K in 360 degrees is not a... Oh. Shit. Shit. Look at this shit. Oh my god, what am I even looking at? Some kind of space peacock? Some kind of... Oh my god. Oh my god. This is terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep trying until I destroy that shield. It's got like these giant rotating hooks. It's like some kind of industrial machinery, but with some kind of beautiful curvy space beauty to it. I don't know how to describe it. Look at this. And I missed my bullet, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. Must not get distracted by the majesty of my opponent. And go! Wow. Like, the visuals in this game are stunning, but I've not seen anything as stunning as this before. It's hard to even keep my eyes on the track with how stunning this thing is. Shit. Okay. Level 312. It's the mini-boss. Honestly, I like the mini-bosses in this game more than the bosses. I'm tired of the human head. This monstrosity, this beautiful monstrosity. This is what I signed up for. Holy shit. Take that. Snap that octagon in two. Wow. I feel like I'm going through some kind of giant wormhole, some kind of space gate. I don't even know. And I love how when those spikes rotate, it creates this sensation of constant motion. Like it's pulling me in, drawing me in. Oh god, Betty, I'm sorry. I need to keep my eyes on you. Okay. Oh, and did you hear when that shield came together? Just the sound it made. That snap as it fused together. The audio design in this game is so satisfying. Like, not just the music, every single sound. Notice how those little, like, these things are not making the same sound over and over again. They're slightly different every single time. There's some real algorithmic variation to these sounds. I don't know if it's procedural or if it's just following some really like clever sequence that I don't fully understand, but I'm really impressed by the sound design in this game. But see, I'm telling you, this thing is fighting me with its own beauty. Oh god, there's two of them. The octagons, they're multiplying. They're multiplying. As if one octagon wasn't bad enough. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. I'm staying calm. But seriously, I think this is the first case when the sheer beauty of an enemy has actually made it difficult for me to combat it. Because I just can't take my eyes off it. The way it moves, the way it looks, the way... And it's hard for me to concentrate on what I'm doing because it's just so striking, so gorgeous, so awe-inspiring. I swear. This is like nothing else. Ugh. Take that, octagon. I fucked it up, didn't I? That's okay. Okay. I'm gonna concentrate on the track. I'm not gonna let it distract me with its majesty. One octagon down. Gotta catch the bullet. Go! Holy shit. Holy shit, that's all I can say about this. Holy shit. Oh my god, this boss. Okay. Gotta take out this octagon. I can do this. I don't even know if it's really an octagon. Just kind of what it looks like to me. Uh-oh, Betty's in trouble. She's lost. Fuck! Everything moves so fast. But I have to keep it together. I feel like time's like slowing down for me. Because everything's moving so fast in this world. Fuck, I missed it. The octagon snaps back together, always ready to snap back together the moment I let up my guard. Take that. I wonder if in the lore, all these things have like proper names that you're actually supposed to use to refer to them. I kind of feel it works better when you don't know the name of anything. When you don't know what kind of creature your space beetle is, when you don't know its name, when you don't know what that giant head you're fighting is, when you don't know what these triangles are. That's part of what makes this game so appealing, is there's this sense of like, this is incredibly abstract. There's no names for anything, there's no understanding of anything. Okay, there's one more shield. God, they're coming back together so fast. I have to knock them both out in a row. It's the only way. Oh, I messed it up. Messed it up. I have to take them both out. I have to take them both out. Fuck. Okay. 2 octagons. Messed it up again. Come on. Come on. There. That's it. That's it. Give me a shot. Give me a... Fuck! They came back. How do I fight this thing? There. Go. Go. That's it. That's it. That's it. The majestic beast is dead. I feel almost bad I had to destroy that thing. It was so beautiful. What a space beetle's gotta do, what a space beetle gotta do. And that's another thing that's not entirely clear to me, is why I am destroying all these alien creatures. Like, intuitively, the fact that I'm a tiny, humble space beetle, and I'm going up against gigantic alien creatures suggests that I'm the one here who's the underdog. But I don't know. I might be some kind of evil invader space beetle that just is possessed of vastly more power than everything that lives here, and I've decided to destroy everything. I don't know. I don't think Betty's evil. Betty's too cute to be evil, aren't you? That's part of what's so appealing about this game, though. It's so abstract. You can basically make up any lore you want. Boom. It reminds me a lot of games like, say, like people ask, like, what's the lore of Tetris? And it's like, I don't know. There are blocks and you have to match them or bad things happen. It's like, why are you matching them? Where did the blocks come from? Nobody ever answers these questions. And that kind of harkens back to the old arcade games where it was like, in Space Invaders, who's invading us? Why are we shooting them? Who are we? And if those questions were usually never answered in the game, they might be answered in the manual, in the accompanying materials at best. But most of the time they didn't even bother with that. Like Pac-Man. Like, what are you in Pac-Man? What kind of creature are you? Why are there ghosts? Why are they trying to catch you? Why do you want the dots? Why do cherries give you the power to devour ghosts? Nobody knows. None of this is clear. And sometimes it's just better to be cast into an abstract setting and just take it for what it is and apply whatever lore you want onto it. I feel like if this game ever became like super popular, like MatPat would do some kind of ridiculous game theory on it where he explained the lore according to his own interpretation. That's part of the fun with games like this though, is that you can... Shit. Hang in there, Betty. Gonna get you out of here. Is you can really apply any meaning you want to it. Alright. Boom. You are restored to form. Your original Space Beetle Majesty. Go. This is getting faster, isn't it? This is getting more intense. All the time. I wonder how much faster this has gotten since level 1. It's hard for me to tell because I'm like constantly gradually adjusting. That's part of what makes the design of this game just so good. Is they teach you what you need to know at the time you need to know it. And then they just make everything a little faster. They mix everything together in new ways. They make you use things in new contexts. And this is really what learning is all about. Like learning is all about learning something quickly in its original educational context, like the starter levels, and then applying it in a wide variety of other contexts so that you're able to transfer it into new contexts effectively. And so that's what they're doing with this. They are gradually introducing new contexts that use the same mechanics you're already familiar with in new ways, until you get to the point where you feel like you're able to use those mechanics effectively in any context. And then they speed it up, they make it harder, they make it more interesting, they combine elements in new creative ways. Like, you wouldn't think a game that centers entirely around basically one button and a few moves. Betty! Fuck. You wouldn't think you could do so much with a game that basically has like 5 buttons, like a D-pad and a button, and that's it. And it's all 100% on rails. Like, you don't get more linear than this. This is truly linear. There's no room for exploring the wrong routes. There's no room for screwing up a puzzle. Well, except when I mess up my mechanics on those octagon shields. But for the most part, you are literally, like, you're literally on rails. These are rails. And the game is taking you where it wants to take you. And that lets them, like, there are people who really want to explore and have choice, and I'm usually one of those people. But this is what lets them deliver such a highly polished, engaging experience, is they have complete and utter control over every tiny aspect of everything you see. And so they can stage out the timing of every element. They can stage, because even your speed, like, you can't speed up, you can't slow down. None of that's in this game. All you can do is take the obstacles as they come. So that lets them completely control the timing of the obstacles. That lets them control the presentation. Like, they have such complete control that it lets them just create something that is incredibly compelling. Fuck. Betty, hang in there. I'm gonna get you through this. We're gonna get through level 3 at least, and then we might wrap it up for tonight. I'm probably gonna stick a part 1 on this. Come back to Thumper later. I'm really curious now. about what levels 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 have to hold. I don't even know if there are 9 levels. Like, maybe it's scrolls. And, like, if this is level 3, and it's already doing all this, can you imagine? Can you imagine what they do to raise the stakes? I'm not sure if anyone's ever even finished this game. There's probably some absolute rhythm game pro out there who just like, this is cake for them, and they go in and just hit everything exactly on time. And go! Oh. Boom. No damage, not bad. Okay, go. Oh, this track is suddenly, like, I'm seeing a lot of the track. Initially the track was very, Initially the track was very flat and smooth. Shit. Now the track's doing a lot of turning diagonal. I forget what you call that. There's like a engineering term for it when a road turns diagonal. In real roads, the reason they do that is because it actually helps you to turn your car more easily if the road is at an angle, because gravity actually tries to pull you toward the center of the turn, and then you get more centripetal acceleration from gravity, so your car doesn't have to do all the work. Banking, that's what it's called. Banking. So the track is banking. That's part of what lets my beetle go so fast, I presume. Come on. Fuck. Okay, go. Fuck. Oh, things are going so fast, it's hard for me to even respond. It's kind of interesting that, like reaction time in games is to some extent, it's about your biological limitations. Like, professional, like, super top level professional League players and StarCraft players, like, they usually retire by the age of 30 because they're not able to keep up that level of activity with their hands, even though they're just using a keyboard and mouse, because they got to keep their actions per minute up if they want to be competitive. There are exceptions. There are a few people who have aged really well into their pro careers, but for a lot of people, they're just forced into retirement. The same thing happens with, like, ballerinas. Like, they actually usually damage their feet to such an extensive extent by the time they're like 30 that they end up like retiring with crippled feet, and then they have to get different jobs because they can't dance anymore. And I feel like I might be at an age where I can no longer achieve the absolute maximum possible performance that's possible in this game, but I know regardless, there's still a lot of room for me to improve. It's all about eye-hand coordination. Go. It's also a lot of it is just knowing the game, knowing the tracks, recognizing the obstacles. Like recognizing that wall before I crash into it. Come on. Hang in there, Betty. I think the little dots give me score multipliers. Fuck. I have to get used to doing low when I see the orange markers and high when I see the blue rings. Because I want to get absolute maximum points. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, that was perfect. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. 2x. Oh, look at these walls turning blue. I might get my first S in a while if I do this really well. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh god, is this going faster? I can't tell. I can't tell if it's going faster. And go! B rank. That was B. That was good. That was really good. I think I deserve better than a B. I think I have a long way to go if I want to attain S rank on every level. Have to get all the timing just spot on. Oh my god. Fuck. Come on, hang in there, Betty. We're gonna make it to your next heal spot. Oh god. Oh god, it's all so fast. This is too fast. Oh my god. I swear to god, this game is speeding up. It's not my imagination. Tell me you guys can see it too. Tell me it's going faster. Okay, okay. Boom. B rank again. I thought I did well on that segment. I bet somewhere there's someone who plays this game and gets like perfect scores on like everything. I would love to see someone like that. That would be like a brilliant performance. I'm just gonna be happy if I survive this game, honestly. B rank once again. It seems like I can't break out of B rank. I would love to just get an A at this point. Okay, okay. Oh shit! Shit, what just happened? Oh, that was rough. 325. Oh my god. I must be getting near the end of the level. Fuck! Betty, you're already losing your shell. That's not good news. That is bad news for a beetle. Okay. Move along this wall. I wonder if it's going to be the same boss with the same attack once again, or if it's going to be something slightly different this time. Remains to be seen. Kind of makes sense that they want to keep at least one of the enemies familiar between levels, so that you have an ultimate nemesis that you face over and over. Damn. This is intense. This is getting increasingly intense. I'm sorry I'm not reviewing the chat comments right now, but if I take my eyes off this for like half a second, Betty is gonna get in trouble. When I get a second to pause, maybe I can... Oh, I can pause. Hey. Well, that's useful. Okay. It is way faster than the first level. That's what I thought. This is what a space beetle feels like when it takes hallucinogens, a battle of inner self. What is the lore of Audio Surf? That's a good question. Or Audio Shield, for that matter. I mean, maybe an audio shield. You're some kind of like music battle guardian. I need to play more audio shield. I love that game. That's another great VR rhythm game. Thumper has 9 levels of about 20 to 35 minutes each. Okay, so they seem to get increasingly intense as you go. So I'm going to get about 1/3 of the way through the game tonight and pray that I'll be able to finish the remaining levels another time. It's cool that you can pause and see your scores on all the previous segments. You can see my performance is really suffering on this level compared to previous levels. I was like getting S on every single section in level 1 pretty much, but here I am just barely pulling out passing grades. So, ooh, restart from checkpoint. That could be useful if I'm just fucking up. I want to try again. Like if I'm trying to get everything super perfect. Are there any good options here? I guess not. Same ones. Alright, let's go. Oh god. Coming out of the options menu in this game is a challenge in itself because here you're frozen in space. And then suddenly you're going like 1,000,000,000 miles an hour. So you have to be ready when you hit that unpause key. Okay, let's do it. Ready, set, fuck! Why didn't I jump? Why didn't I jump? Like, it's gotten to the point I barely have time for my brain to even see the obstacles and register what they are before my hands have to be moving. Okay, go! Okay, I could do this. Oh, those tendrils are so creepy. I feel like fuck. I should be able to finish this. I believe in my heart I can finish this game eventually. With great effort, I can do it. And hey, maybe it'll build up my reflexes and my eye-hand coordination. It is a purely educational experience. That's what it's all about. That's how I justify all my game playing. Alright. Ready, set. Okay. Little breather here. Boom. Okay, I think I got this segment down. Fuck! Spoke too soon. Boom! I got it. I got it. B rank. I'll settle for B. B is not bad. B is for not bad. That's what it stands for. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, it's time. It's time for the ultimate boss. Thanks for hanging in with me, Vincent. This is gonna be super intense. It's back. I'm not afraid of you, Fireface. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Take it. Right in your stupid teeth. Oh, what is that guy made out of? Some kind of gem? Some kind of rock? I don't even know. I don't even know what materials are in this game. Oh shit, did you see that? 2 walls in a row. Never seen anything like it. They were practically overlapping. Oh, this is all kinds of new shit. Okay, not afraid, not afraid. Oh god, okay. This is gonna be tough. Level 3 Omega, the final boss. The last level I play tonight. Can I do it? Can I do it? I don't know. This is intense. I know I could get 1 hit in. I just have to get a few more. Come on, come on. Don't you spit that rock at me. I'm gonna end you. Me and Betty gonna take you out. Boom! 2 shots. How many shots does this guy take? Like 4? 5? I don't know. Shit. Okay, pay attention. To the trap. To the trap. Damn it! Damn it. Oh my god. Okay, 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 okay. Get ready, get ready. Gotta loosen up my beetle. Prepare to take on Firehead. I'm not sure if this game was ever made available for non-VR platforms. I think it might be a VR only game. Which is, in a way, it's kind of a shame because, like, as much as I love that VR only games push the industry forward, like, this is a stellar experience that I think you could still get a lot out of, even if it was on a monitor. Because it's just so beautiful. And to some extent, I would love to see it in the higher angular resolution that a monitor like my 4K monitor offers. That's always the trade-off. Like in VR, you have full tracking, you have full field of view. I mean, you have a wide field of view, you have stereoscopy. But one thing you don't have, you definitely don't have, is angular resolution. Everything looks much lower resolution than it does on a monitor. It's roughly comparable to if you just went full screen on your monitor and played a 360p video on YouTube. That's about the level of resolution you should expect on a Rift or a Vive. And even on a Gear VR or Windows VR headset, which are higher resolution, it's still comparable to going full screen on your monitor and viewing a 480p video on YouTube. That's the kind of resolution we're talking about. And this game in particular looks amazing in VR because they smooth every pixel. They make sure there's no jagged edges and that everything has soft edges, so it all feels higher resolution. But regardless, if it was actually higher resolution, I think it would feel even better. And I can't wait for the next generation of headsets where hopefully we will see some higher resolution. And then things like this will become not only, like, if this already looks as good as it does on this incredibly low angular resolution, imagine if they double that. Imagine if they have the equivalent of an actual 1080p monitor, which would be about 4K per eye. And then this would look like, this would get so crisp, it would look so beautiful. I can't even imagine. I'm so eager for that day to come. That's one of the problems with watching like movies and stuff in VR right now, is like I said, it's the equivalent of watching a movie on YouTube in 360p. And sure, you can watch it on a giant ass movie screen, but it's still in 360p. And that, like, if you could have the best of both worlds and have both the resolution and any environment you want, like you can in a virtual cinema. Fuck, I missed the bullet. I missed it. Sorry, Betty. Like, if you could have the best of both worlds, if you could have 1080p quality, even 4K quality on the video, and also have any environment you want. Like, I know that's a long way off, but I really believe that we're going to get there, and it's going to be a spectacular experience. Like, right now, in terms of resolution, we're almost like in the PS1 or PS2 era of VR gaming. Like, we're no longer in the SNES era, which is kind of where we were with DK2, or DK1, rather. But we are definitely still stuck in the PS2 era. And for us to get into the HD gaming era is something I'm really excited for. Because that's going to totally change the game We're gonna have more intricate interfaces. We're gonna have more detailed geometry. Everything's gonna be better. Fuck! Okay. Hang in there, guys. We're gonna take this motherfucker out. Not afraid of no head. I don't care how fast you go. I'm faster. Is my beetle just... Why does my beetle go the speed it does? Like, is Betty just deciding to go that fast so she can keep up with the head? What would happen if she went a little faster and actually caught up with the head? Or is the head actually moving at the same speed I'm moving? I don't know. But somehow we're perfectly synchronized. Fuck, I messed it up again. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Go, go. Go! Oh, boom. Notice how when you shoot the shot, it goes along the track and destroys all the obstacles? And I think that's a nice design because... Fuck, Betty, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Hang in there, Betty. We're gonna take this guy out. I'll get revenge for all your deaths. I think that's a good design decision because right after you make a shot, you really want to watch your shot go in to the guy's mouth, watch the after effects, watch the animations. And you want a short reprieve because you just made an accomplishment. So that's what it gives you. You don't have to focus on the track for a minute. Oh yeah. Hang in there, Betty. I know you got no shell. But I'm gonna get you all better real soon. Go! That's 2. How many do I need? Oh yeah, I'm healed. I'm healed. Good news. I can do this. Just have to hang in there. That's 3. I made 3. Oh, I missed my... Oh god, octagons. 3 of them! 3 octagons! This is not appropriate. How am I supposed to beat 3 octagons? Oh my god. Oh my god, so many octagons. This is not good. This is very, very not good. This guy has so many shields. It's like nothing I've ever seen. Okay, that's 1. After I get 3 shots in, I go up against the triple octagon. And I'm gonna have to take it out perfectly if I want to get a 4th shot in on this guy. Come on. I mean, I knew that they were gonna use the mechanic from this stage sooner or later. But... Okay, if I get another shot in, I should be able to heal. If I don't fuck it up. Alright, I can do this. Let me check out what Vince is saying. Thumper is optional VR title on Windows, PS4, PSVR, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One. It's hard to keep the pixels per second data rate. I mean, that's true. Like, if you just had 4K per eye, so that would be 4K by 4K pixels per eye, which is the equivalent of about 4 4K monitors. And sending that many pixels over a DisplayPort cable, a single DisplayPort cable, is basically impossible. Sending it over an HDMI cable, likewise, impossible. And we may have to wait for them to develop new display standards. We may have to go to multi-cable, or my personal favorite option, if we can get effective eye tracking and we can get foveated rendering working, which is the technology where it just renders the part you're currently looking at, and we can do that effectively, then we'll only have to transmit to the headset the part the user is actually currently looking at. And we haven't yet demonstrated that technology at a level that's acceptable for consumer use, but I think we're going to get there eventually. And when we do, that's going to not only dramatically increase what you're capable of rendering, but it's also going to dramatically reduce the bandwidth in pixels that you have to send to the headset. Because you just send the foveal region, you send the foveal region in high resolution, everything else in low resolution. The eye itself, if you look at the amount of data that the eye pulls in through the retinal nerve, it's the equivalent of about 8 megapixels. Some parts higher res, some parts lower res, but it's not that much data. It's not that many pixels. Fuck, I messed it up. Okay, and so if we can get foveated rendering working, the cables are not going to be a constraint anymore. The wireless, even the wireless like TPcast, can already attain 8 megapixels, I believe. So we'll be able to go tetherless at extremely high resolutions if we can just figure out foveated rendering. It's a big challenge, but I think it's going to be absolutely necessary. Take that, firehead. I'm not afraid of you. Come on. Go. Boom. Okay. I'm a little nervous. I don't usually get this far, but I think I can handle it. Fuck! That was too fast. I always get tripped up by those, like, 2 or 3 walls in a row when they come on really fast. Go! Okay, I gotta keep an eye on the walls. That's what trips me up, the walls. If I watch the walls, I know I can do this. Everything else is basically optional. I just have to keep an eye out for those walls. See, Betty knows what's up. She understands my limitations. 2. That's 2. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Ready, steady, go. That's 3. 3. Okay, bring out your octagon. See if I give a fuck. I'm gonna take every one of them down. I don't care for your geometry, alien head. That's 1 down. Not enough. I have to try again. Gotta take out all 3 octagons. I have to be flawless. Just like perfection. And I fucked them all up. Every last one. Okay, that's the opposite of what I needed to do. Now let's see if I can do the thing I need to do. 1 down. 3 down. Fuck. Okay, I got 1 down. If I can repeat that, I just have to get the hang of this new mode. And I can do this. I could do this. 2. Fuck! I messed up on the 3rd one. Okay. I could do this. God, I hope this is the last shot. I do not want to deal with more octagons. I have to do it right on the beat. That's 3! That's 3! Oh my god. Oh my god. Glory. Glory. Hallelujah. Betty the Beetle reigns supreme. Once again. 100,000 points. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. So that's Thumper. As you can see, the intensity goes from, oh, this is a nice casual game, up to, holy shit, in a big hurry. And that's characteristic of rhythm games, but damn, I was not expecting an American rhythm game to ramp up this fast. This is out of control. Wow. 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 We're not playing level 4 right now. I am done. I am completely done. I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to label this part 1 of Thumper. Then we're going to come back for level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to kick this thing's ass. Eventually. Eventually. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm back in a world where things are not moving. Where everything is static. And calm. And peaceful. And the stars are out. And the moon is out. This is so much better. Oh, I just want to lie down after that. Oh my god. Oh my god. And yes, you're right that if we have foveated rendering, we will have to do more work on the headset to compose the images, possibly to do the final time warp on the headset. But if we can keep latency along the whole pipeline low enough, I think, and if we just enlarge the foveal region a bit, I think we can get away with doing time warp on the GPU. I have to think more about this. The problem with foveated rendering is the eye moves really fast. Like your head actually does not move that fast compared to your eyes. Your eyes can move at when your eyes are making a, why am I forgetting the word? I don't know why I'm forgetting the word. But when your eyes are making a saccade, when your eyes are making a saccade from one side of your eye to the other, you're like looking at something to the left of you, and then you shift your eyes to something to the right of you suddenly. In that moment, your eyes are moving at like 1,000 degrees a second. It's super, super fast. And for any system to keep up with that, like they don't need to keep up during the saccade, because you're actually temporarily blind whenever your eyes are moving in a saccade. This is true. I know you don't believe me. It's true. Anything that happens while your eyes are moving in a saccade, you do not see it. Your brain fills it in afterwards. But once they get to their destination, they immediately begin to perceive things again. And because of that, it has to be able to precisely predict where your eyes are going to land, and that's a huge challenge. Like, you can do it with prediction, where you try and watch it and figure out where it's going and where it's stopping by watching its deceleration. But you have to be really precise if you want to have a really narrow foveal region, which is what you need for the best performance. So I think we're going to start out with relatively poor eye tracking, with relatively large foveal regions to compensate. And it's not going to give us the best performance improvements, but it'll be, maybe 2x, maybe 3x better. And then as we get better and better eye tracking, we'll shrink that foveal region. And the performance will just get way, way better, like 8x, 10x, 15x. And as the resolution goes up, that advantage just gets more and more powerful. So I think that's going to be the progression. Like, it's like there's, in any kind of Darwinian evolution, there's always that intermediate stage where it's like you have to justify why that stage has an evolutionary advantage. And I think it's going to be because even with a larger foveal region, one that encompasses everywhere your eye could be, you're still going to get some performance benefit. But it's still a ways off before we get to that point where we break even and make it worth it. Let me go ahead and let me grab my touch. I'm not going to play anything else tonight, but I do want to explore my library a little bit. Turn on some music. That'll do. And so I have pretty much every title in the library, and there's a lot of stuff. One game I have played all the way through and would love to do a playthrough here is Damage Core. Damage Core is a really innovative shooter. It's a teleport shooter, and in this game it has amazing production value. It's like a big production. It has a full plot, and you take on the role of this virus, and the virus has no body of its own, but you can take over the bodies of other mechanical robots and creatures. And so humanity is being attacked by robots, basically, and you take over robots who are your enemies, and then you use their weapons to kill the other robots. So you turn your enemies against each other by taking over one at a time. And as soon as you take one over, it freezes in place. You can look around and shoot things, but you can't move. And they did that just to basically make it so you're never so they don't have to worry about artificial locomotion. But it totally, like, they totally figured out how to justify it in the lore of the story. They basically said once you're in the system, the robot's like antivirus turns on and starts to shut down the system. And if you're in there for too long, it'll actually destroy you. So you have to constantly be teleporting between different robots. And that's how you play it. And the cool thing about that is that the way you change weapons is each robot has a single weapon. If you want to change to a different weapon, you just take over a different robot and use its weapon. So switching robots is switching weapons, and you're forced to do it constantly. So you get this kind of compulsory variety in this game. It's really, really cool. I really would love to visit this game. It's another gamepad game like the one we were just playing. They've never really adapted it for touch, which is unfortunate because it is a face shooter. You look at things and press a button to shoot. I would love to see it adapted so you can control the arms of the robot, but not its legs. And you can point it around and shoot at things with the touch controllers. That would be great. But I don't know if they're ever going to revisit it to do such a major overhaul. What else is in... One thing I really have just always wanted to do is just drop into Medium. Like, I love Medium. Medium is not a game. Medium is... Where the hell is it? Is it under O? Yes, it is. So this is Medium. Medium is a sculpting program, and I really love it. How's the Fove project doing? I actually have a Fove headset. One of these days, I'm going to unpack it from its box. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what the deal is with it. Oh my god, Medium, what are you doing? Load up, Medium. Okay, I think it's loaded. I think it's loaded. Whoa, hey there. So do a little reset. There we go. So this is Medium. Oh god. Medium is a sculpting program, and I really love it. Oh god, there's echo, there's echo. I actually have a Fove headset. There's echo, I need to stop the echo. I'm gonna unpack. Okay, okay. That's one of the issues with Medium. By default, it echoes your audio. I have to figure out how to turn that off. For now, I'm just gonna mute it. Okay, that's better. So in Medium, you create clay, and you can adjust the size of this. So you can make protrusions, make handles, make little eyeballs, make whatever you want to make. Let me see if I can rotate this. There we go. And people have made really complex and beautiful and sophisticated 3D sculptures with this program. Even people with basically no 3D art experience, people who are just regular artists with some painting experience, some things like that. Because it really, like, it's so intuitive. I think any child, any person could make some kind of 3D art in Medium. And that is certainly not the case for, you know, a lot of other stuff. So one thing but the thing is I still suck. I still suck at doing anything sophisticated in Medium with a lot of detail. Let me make this bigger. And so I really just want to spend more time with it. I want to do like a couple sessions where I'm really like investigating all the tools, working on some sophisticated scenes, getting more stuff that I know how to do with, like, doing some humanoid forms, doing some plants and animals, and just practicing and learning to do this art. and then I hope I'll get better at it. So I'm thinking of doing some streams of just practicing art in Medium. I've made a few things. They're kind of not great, but they still exist. Um, where is my stuff? Is it in my library? What did I make? Oh yeah, here's all my stuff that I've made. Some of them are not great. This is my favorite thing I've made so far. It's pretty basic. But here it is. It's just a little snowman under a tree in this little field of snow. I made it have little blue gloves. One of its gloves fell off in the snow. And you can see I can spin all around it. It's totally 3D. And what really excites me about Medium is this is opening up, like, it's always been the case that it was really hard for game developers, for in like your average 14 or 15-year-old could, like, they could do a little coding in Unity with some cubes or whatever, but it was really, and they could like get some characters from the asset store, but it was really hard for them to build out their own 3D art from scratch for their game. But with the power of something like Medium that's so intuitive and so accessible, we could see people designing their original models, putting them into their original game, writing their original scripts, doing everything on their own, and creating whole worlds that are entirely of their own design. And that's something that's never really been accessible to individuals before without just tons of training. And that's really exciting to me. Let me get this life scale. Hey there. Hey there, Mr. Snowman. Oh, you got big. I don't want you that big. Make you a bit smaller. There we go. So I've made it roughly snowman size now. Snowmen are, they're kind of the everybody's first project in Medium because it's really easy to just like make 3 balls. You just go like, oops. You just go like boom, and then boom, and then boom. You have a basic snowman. Um, but like I'm like, I really feel like this is a life-size snowman now, and this is something I sculpted myself, even though it's super basic, and that's really exciting to me. So I can't wait for a world to be created where everyone can build their own 3D assets and build their own complete experiences. That's really exciting. Anyway, I'm gonna jump out of here. I'm gonna do a full Medium stream another time. It's true, there is a resolution limitation, but I think that's something that's going to get worked out. Like, you can only, when you're really zoomed in, you can only work with so much resolution, and they are making it easier to get more resolution. But still, it's something that is a limitation compared to a typical 3D modeling package where every vertex can be positioned precisely. What else do I want to play? Let me look around. Adrift is something I really want to spend more time with. This is a full title that's actually a fairly involved title. Like, it's 6 gigs. This is a lot of people worked on it. Not many people have played Adrift. I'm not sure why. It might be because the locomotion is really challenging for a lot of people. I'm okay with it. So I want to spend more time with Adrift. Adrift was actually doing space adventure before Lone Echo was, although obviously it wasn't nearly as successful as Lone Echo. And I think it would be great to do a stream of Drift and compare to Lone Echo and kind of what did Lone Echo get right that Adrift got wrong. Let me see here. What else have I played? AltSpace. You might have heard that AltSpace nearly went out of business, had to shut their doors. They even had a goodbye party, and then at the last minute, some third party funding saved them. And I think we're all a lot better off for that because social VR is so important, and the more players there are in the space who have a serious financial commitment to it, the better off we all are. Like I work on a social VR product, and they are my competitor, but I want them to keep existing because we need a lot of exploration in that space right now if we're going to figure out what really works for bringing people together in the same space in VR. Apollo 11. This is a good one. Um, it's not even a game. It's like an experience. It's one where they have you follow the events of the Apollo 11 mission. It's an educational experience, much like Titans of Space, something like that. And a lot of people love this experience, especially people who just love the space program. And I definitely want to do a stream of this one because it's said to be a very moving experience. I think I once did a preview of it back when it was just a Kickstarter thing, but now it's a full experience. I want to come back to it. Arizona Sunshine's a really popular game. Oh shit. Don't start. No. No, I don't want zombies right now. Please. Please. It's kind of hard to exit a game while it's starting, unfortunately. Which is awkward because sometimes when I tap on a title in Oculus Home, I don't want to start it. I just want to see its detail page. I have to remember to tap on the little dot dot dot. Okay, what was I doing? A through Z. Did I go to the number tab? Yeah, none of these are very interesting. Are these in a different order now? That's weird. Whatever. Anyway, Arizona Sunshine. It's a zombie shooting game. You teleport around, you shoot zombies. They come at you in hordes, and you have to fight them off. It's a very popular game. I've spent time with it, going through the first chapter or so, and I'm not sure yet if I like it. I think like the shooting's good, the production quality of the models and everything is good, and the sound design, but I don't know yet if it's just if the basic like shooting a lot of dudes with a lot of weapons appeals to me. So I'm gonna have to come back to that one and see if I spend a little more time with it, how it feels. Let me see. What else do I got? Bizarre. I once played a demo of this that a developer was demoing back at SVVR. It's a nice game. I think it came to Gear VR first. Basically riding around on a magic carpet in a city with this really pastel design aesthetic that's highly stylized, and it's a cool game. I like it. I want to spend some time with that one. Batman Arkham VR. This is an important game for a lot of reasons. A lot of people pay attention to it just because it's Batman, but actually it does innovate in quite a few ways. It has very high production value, a lot of polished assets, a lot of great animations, a lot of great models and characters. And some of the tool interactions are actually really interesting. I recently saw a post on Reddit where they said essentially that Batman Arkham VR is not a great game, but it is a great VR experience because it lets you try a lot of different interactions that you may not have experienced before. And I think that's one reason I really want to spend more time with Arkham VR because I think a lot of what it does is going to also apply in other titles that I may play or work on in the future. Beats. Is this the popular one? Let me see. Yeah. So 59 reviews on this. Beats Fever. It's another rhythm game. And I always enjoy rhythm games. So I haven't checked this one out at all, but I'm really looking to. I'm gonna turn my sound back on. There we go. Ah, that's better. Calming sound of the water flowing around me. Got the jazzy music going. There's only like 3 songs on this radio. Let me see, what else is here? Big screen. I definitely want to spend more. I've played big screen several times. It's probably the best way right now to share media with your friends. They have a great theater environment where you can all sit in a big theater side by side, watch anything you want up on the big screen by sharing one person's desktop. And you can do it in high resolution at high frame rate. It looks great. It's actually a really, really cool app. And if that's the kind of thing that appeals to you, sharing media with your friends in VR, then it's probably the best way to do that right now. Blocks by Google is another thing kind of like Medium, but they have another kind of more simplistic way of interacting. It's hard to explain without showing you, but it's a lot. It's kind of made to be as accessible as possible, whereas Medium is a little bit kind of more semi-professional. But the VR experience, the one game that I have longed to play. It's an animated VR short about love, trust, and learning what it means to be truly free. And it's called Butts. I feel like I just have to play this because it's called Butts. I don't think it's good. The reviews aren't good. But you know, it's not a long experience. Chess Ultra. This is actually one of the better, I think this is my favorite chess app on the Rift so far. And it's nice. It puts you in these beautiful 3D environments and you move the pieces with your touch controller. It feels really natural. I don't remember if it has multiplayer online yet. I'll have to check on that, but it has several different chess boards, several different chess piece sets, several different environments, and it has pretty good controls. So I like this one, and it has a good AI, which is good if you want to develop your skills on your own, but still feel like you're kind of in a physical environment rather than just playing on your screen. Chronos. I already played through Chronos in a previous stream. I love Chronos. It's a great game. But I've done it. There's not really a reason to return to it. It's still gamepad only. There's no touch support, but it was really a groundbreaking game. Back when the Rift first came out, I love it. Everyone should play it. I love the environments. They just do a lot of great things in Chronos. Darknet. I played Darknet a lot on Gear VR. It came there first, I believe. I have not played it a lot on Rift. I want to spend more time with it here because I think it looks better on Rift. It's basically kind of a really abstract hacking game where you're put in this abstract representation of a network that you're attacking, and you have to solve puzzles to claim money. And then you use the money to solve puzzles faster. Crystal Rift. This is one I need to return to. Last time I played Crystal Rift, it was an early demo. It was totally different. And I don't know what it ended up coming out as. I think they added more combat or more touch elements. Yeah, you can see it added less touch as gamepad. So I'm not entirely clear. I don't think it has proper touch support, but I'm not totally clear what it's going to feel like. So I definitely want to revisit Crystal Rift. This is an indie game like Windlands or Technolust. And I always like to give indie games a good look, because Darknet's another indie game, because those are small projects that still manage to have a disproportionate influence on the space. Dead and Buried is a spectacular. It was featured for a long time. This is probably the most popular multiplayer title, other than maybe Echo Arena. It's a kind of a cowboy shoot up game with several different modes. There's a co-op mode, there's a one-on-one mode, which is like a shootout. And you're all playing these kind of undead cowboy and cowgirl figures. And you're fighting monsters. And it's very cool. It's very polished, very good quality. And you have voice chat with the other people in the game. Dead Secret is an adventure game. I started this game. It was a little too scary, and so I like chickened out. But I want to go back to it because I love adventure games in VR. That's part of why I loved. That's part of why I loved Lone Echo. Adventure games in general are my thing. I love visual novels. I love classic adventure games like Sierra and LucasArts games, and I love modern adventure games like The Walking Dead and all that. So, like, I've just always loved this genre, and I really want to see what it's like in VR. Dear Angelica. I definitely need to visit Dear Angelica. I've watched this. It's just a short. It's like only a few minutes long. It's from Story Studio. Similar to Henry, but they took a totally different style with the art. Something completely original that nobody had ever done before. Basically, they created a VR painting tool called Quill, which you can actually get here on the store. And I'm much like Medium, I intend to spend some time with that, see if I can build up some actual creative talent. And they had one of their artists just draw everything in VR with touch controllers. And then they took those drawings and they ran a bunch of sophisticated animations on them to have them draw in around you and appear in certain sequences. They added a voiceover, and then they got this really rich story experience, which is called Dear Angelica, and it's amazing. And I really want to I want to play that twice in a row or 3 times in a row because Dear Angelica is pure magic. It is one of the best experiences in VR, period. And I'm really glad that it was made. Unfortunately, since this was made, I think this was Oculus Story Studios' last major experience that they made, perhaps their very last before they were disbanded. And a lot of the ex-Story Studio people have ended up working on Facebook Spaces with me, and some of them have dispersed onto other projects or into other companies. And the one thing I'm confident is they're going to keep on doing amazing work, but this is their last work together, and it's really, really amazing. There was actually a paper about it at this year's SIGGRAPH where they talk about their animation techniques, so definitely check that out if you're interested. What else is there here? Dread Halls. I always love a good game of Dread Halls. I've played it like 3 or 4 times on my channel because everyone loves to see me being terrified. It's super scary. Like, it's one of the best horror games. And it's purely procedural, and that's part of what makes it so scary. You have no idea what to expect. I've definitely got to go back for Dread Halls. Disney movies, it's like just a collection of 360 videos associated with Disney properties. Some of them are pretty cool, some of them are not. I should visit it. Likewise with Discovery VR. It's mostly 360 video stuff, but sometimes a little bit of live rendered stuff. Actually, believe it or not, the menu is probably the coolest part of Disney movies. Echo Arena, multiplayer version of Lone Echo. It's a sports game, and I definitely want to spend some time with that. I suck at it, but I want to spend more time with it. Edge of Nowhere. Edge of Nowhere is a very, very cool game. I've just started it. I've only played like half a chapter of it. It's a horror/adventure game. It's third party. Takes place in Antarctica in this really cold environment. You climb up ice cliffs with your ice picks. You're walking in snow. And everybody's going crazy because of some terrible horror. So, this is a game I absolutely am going to play on my channel in a stream eventually. It's quite an old game by now. It came out a while ago. When did it come out? It's developed by Insomniac Games. Insomniac has developed just a whole bunch of VR titles, and they're all excellent. Elite Dangerous. I played this like one time. I still have my HOTAS and like my flight stick, and I should set it back up and just play more Elite, because Elite is still regarded as one of the absolute best experiences in VR. I legit know people who got a Rift only to play Elite Dangerous, and that's all they play. And they invest hundreds or thousands of hours in it. Like, this is an incredibly deep game. And it's cross-platform, so you play it along with everyone who's playing it on their monitor and on other platforms. And it's a really deep and sophisticated and incredible space game. Like, you can take on a variety of roles. You can be a space pirate. You can be a trader. You can do all kinds of shit. And it takes time to get into it, but it's a really, really deep game. And I definitely feel like I haven't done it justice in that one little video. I need to spend more time with it. I need to see what they've done about. Have they done anything with touch controls, or is this still pure gamepad? Controller and flight stick. Okay. So realistically, if I want the best interface, I'm gonna just have to set back up my flight stick, which is fine. I still have it on my shelf. Eve Valkyrie, another great game that was very early in the Rift's life cycle. It's a space dogfighting game. I played a few rounds. I need practice to make it more interesting, to upgrade my ship and do all that. I think it needs more attention from me. I definitely want to spend more time streaming it. What else is there? Fantastic Contraption. I have never played Fantastic Contraption on my channel, which is unfortunate. It's another one of those really just early VR games that's really like innovative and fun. It's about building machines out of weird parts and then using them to accomplish a specific puzzle goal. So it's basically a machine building puzzle game, and it has this really cute aesthetic, and I really, really love Fantastic Contraption. I would love to spend some time with it. Farlands. Oddly, I've never played Farlands. Farlands was pretty much the first title, one of the first titles that launched with the Rift on launch day. It's kind of a monster collecting game. Whoops. Yeah, it's kind of a monster collecting game. You go to alien planets, you inspect the creatures around you, you add them to your notebook, and then you're basically like trying to learn about all the animals and trying to get photographs of them doing all sorts of different things. So that's Farlands. It's comparable, I guess, to things like maybe Pokemon Snap is the closest thing I can think of. I think it's a great game, but I played it just a couple times and never really came back to it. I think that's the experience most people have had. But it's really polished. It's straight from Oculus Studios. And you can see here, publisher, Oculus, developer, Oculus. It really is straight from them. And that was my roommate. And so there's a main point. There's a lot of titles here. Mahjong VR is another one of those obscure ones I really want to spend more time with. I play it like a lot, and nobody else seems to play it. It can get really exciting, believe it or not, when you play it at really high speed. This is not multiplayer Mahjong, it's just single player Mahjong. It's not even like, it's in the gallery, which is like basically the apps that have not been approved or the full store, because it's a very basic game, but I like it a lot, and I definitely want to spend a stream on those. Anyway, I have shown you enough of these. I could go through this list for another hour, and I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to come back to it. Let me know what seems interesting. Let me know if there's something I didn't mention that you want to see. And that's all for today. Thank you guys for coming, and everybody have a great every day.